Before learning how to solve a cube, we must first know what the cube is made up of and what the move names are. So the cube has a center, it has 6 centers that have one color each. It has 12 edge pieces that have two colors each. And it has 8 corner pieces that have 3 colors each. This is a right move, this is a left hand move, this is a U move, that is a top layer move, and this is a bottom layer move or the D move. So let's get started with the first step. Alright, so the first step in solving a cube is forming the white cross. The white cross consists of the white center and the white edge pieces. Edge pieces again being pieces that have only two colors, and in this case it has a white color and any other color except yellow. There is no yellow in a white edge piece because the white and the yellow are opposite centers. So you're never going to find an edge piece that has both white and yellow on it. So while searching for the pieces, we must first search for it in the bottom layer. Alright, always searching in the bottom layer is the first thing that you must do. So in the bottom layer here, we can see that we have the white and blue edge piece. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to first match the blue to its corresponding center. And we're going to do that by just turning the D layer like this. So once we turn the D layer, we have matched the blue to its center. And what we're going to do is we're going to turn the F layer like that. That is the front layer, and match the white center to its edge piece and the blue center to its edge piece. Again, let's search for any other edges on the bottom. So here we have another edge piece on the bottom, but in this case the white is facing the front while the other color is facing the bottom. So in this case what you're going to do is you're going to still put this under its corresponding center, that is the orange center in this case. So what we're going to do is we're going to move it under its center, that is under the orange center, and we're going to put it in its right place. So here you can see the edge is flipped. Alright, so here the edge is flipped correctly, here the edge is flipped incorrectly. So the way we can solve this is we're going to move the edge piece away from the orange center. Now the edge piece is here, the white. So what we did was we moved it away. Now the edge piece is here. So we're going to turn the right layer so that we match the edge piece here to its orange center. We're going to undo the top move so that we do not spoil this. And now what we're going to do, after matching this, we're going to get this on top. So now we have the blue solved, the first piece that we solved, and the orange solved, the current piece that we have solved. Again, on the bottom layer, we have the green and white edge piece. We'll do the same thing that we did with the orange edge piece. We're going to move it under its center, get it on top, alright, move it away, matching the color, undoing the top move, and matching the white color. Again, we have solved the first three edge pieces. The final edge piece is the white and red edge piece. Again, first look on the bottom layer, and as you can see we do not have it on the bottom layer, so we have it in the equator. It can either be in the equator or it might be placed here in a flipped state. So if it is in the equator like this, what we're going to do is we're going to take it down to the bottom layer. So from the equator I move it down to the bottom layer. I move it to the bottom layer in such a way that the white faces down. Then I move it away from the layer that I just turned. So what I did was I moved it to the bottom layer by turning the right layer. So I'm going to move the edge piece, this red and white edge piece, away from the right layer. So I moved it to the front layer here, and I put the right layer back so that I do not spoil it. Now that it's outside, we're going to move it to its corresponding center and then match the color. Okay, now that the first step, that is the white cross, is done, we're going to move on to solve the white corner pieces. So while solving the white corner pieces, we're going to make sure that the white cross is on the bottom. Alright, so I'm going to show you two moves that you need to remember and practice well to solve the corners and the whole cube easily. Alright, so the first one is R, U, R prime, U prime. Okay, let me do it slow for you. R, U, R prime, U prime. Okay, that is the first algorithm. The second algorithm is the same thing but on the left side. Okay, so that is L prime, U prime, L, U, L prime, U prime, L, U. So we're going to just have to repeat the same move again and again to solve the corners. How we do it is, we're going to first find a corner on the top layer. In this case, we have the orange, blue, and white corner piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to first take this corner piece and place it above the slot that it's supposed to go to. So this blue, orange, and white piece is supposed to go in this slot. So we need to get the piece here. So we're just going to turn this like this. So now that we have it on this, above this piece, we're going to do the algorithm. We can either do the left hand algorithm or the right hand algorithm. If we are doing the right hand algorithm, we make sure that this is on the same layer as the right hand. If you're doing it on the left hand, we're going to make sure it's on the left hand. So first I'm going to show you the right hand. So while you're doing it on the right hand, it's going to look like this: R, U, R prime, U prime. Now I did it once and it's not solved. We just repeat the same algorithm until you can see that it is solved. So I'll do it once more: R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime. And you can see here it is solved. Now let's move on to the next corner. And we have, so in the, we again search it in the top layer, and we have the red, green, and white corner. We're going to take it to the above the slot where it's supposed to be in, and we're going to do the move. Now I'm going to show it to you on the left side just to show you how it looks when it is done on the left hand side. So L prime, U prime, L, U. It is not solved, so I do it once more: L prime, U prime, L, U. Once more: L prime, U prime, L, U. So now we have one corner solved here, one corner solved here. We have another corner solved here, but it's not in the right place. Okay, so what we're going to do here, in this case, it has to be in the green and orange center, that is here. So what we're going to do is we're going to first remove it and put it on the top layer. And the way we're going to do that is the same algorithm: R, U, R prime, U prime. So now that it is on top, we take it to where it's supposed to go, and that is about this slot. So we're going to get it here, and now that is about this slot, we do the move. You can do it on the right hand side or the left hand side. In this case, I will do it on the left hand side. So L prime, U prime, L, U. So there you have it solved. In this case, it happened in one move, alright, but it might not happen all the time. So the final piece, we have it on the top layer here, and that is the blue and red corner. So that's in the right place. So we're going to do the move again: R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime, R, U, R prime, U prime. There we have it solved. So here you go, we have the first layer solved and the first white side solved. So now we have the first side solved and the first layer solved. So the next step is to form the second layer, and that is this middle layer right here. The way we're going to do it is we're going to first find an edge piece that does not contain the color yellow. Alright, so we're going to find it on the top layer, and here you can see we have the orange and green edge piece. So what we're going to do is we're going to first match it to its center. Okay, so this green and orange piece is supposed to go here. So what we're going to do is we're going to move it to the opposite side. Okay, now after moving it to the opposite side, we're going to do the right hand algorithm: R, U, R prime, U prime. Okay, after we've done this, we're going to turn the cube so that now we can do the same. We can do the left hand algorithm on the same side. So now we do L prime, U prime, L, U, and you can see we have solved the edge piece. Let's do that again with another edge piece. So we have the orange and blue edge piece. So we're going to first marry orange to its center. Okay, and this orange and blue piece is supposed to come here. Alright, so we have to do the right hand algorithm, but before that, since it's going to come to the right side, we're going to do the right hand algorithm. Before that, we move it to the left side. So we move it to the left side: R, U, R prime, U prime. Turn it so that we can do the same thing on the left hand side: L prime, U prime, L, U. So now we have this one solved, we have this one solved. Alright, so next one. So we have the green and red edge piece. So the green and red edge piece, you're going to first match the center. But in this case, you can see that it has to go onto the left hand side. So what do? I move it to the right hand side and do the left hand algorithm: L prime, U prime, L, U. Then turn it so that I can do the right hand algorithm on the same side. R U R prime U prime. So now we have 1, 2, 3 solved, but the fourth one is not solved. The fourth one is the blue and red edge piece. So this is the blue and red edge piece. So what we're going to do, match it to its center. So it's supposed to go to the right hand side, move it away, do the move R U R prime U prime, change L prime U prime L U. So there you have your second layer done, including the white side. So the next step in solving the cube is forming the yellow cross or the top cross. Okay, so this is done by performing the right hand algorithm, but the only difference is you're going to add an F before the algorithm and an F prime after the algorithm. Okay, and this is how it's going to look. F, okay, now the right hand algorithm, R U R prime U prime, and then an F prime. Okay, so that is the algorithm. There are three cases. The first case is the dot. When you have the dot, you're going to do the algorithm holding it any side you want to, okay, and you perform the algorithm. F R U R prime F U prime F prime. So when you do this algorithm from the dot, you get an L, which is also the second case. When you have an L, what you're going to do is you're going to take it to the top left corner like this. Ignore these corners if it is solved. Okay, so you have it in the top left corner. Now you perform the algorithm once more. F R U R prime U prime F prime. So here you get a line, okay, and from here you can solve the yellow cross. So do the step again. F R U R prime U prime F prime. Now it's time to match the edge colors to its corresponding centers. Okay, so at a time after you finish the cross, you can have either two of them solved or all four of them solved. You can have two of them solved like this in adjacent places, or two of them solved in opposite places, one here and one here. Okay, so when you have two on the opposite places, you can do the following algorithm from anywhere. And when you have it adjacent like this, you're going to make sure one of the matched edge pieces are on the back and one of them are on the right. And the algorithm is as follows: R U R prime U R U 2 and R prime. Once you do this correctly, you should be able to match all the four edges: 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now it's time to place the corner pieces in the right place. Okay, so in this case we do not have any corner piece that's in the right place. As you can see, there's a green, yellow and orange. It's in between the red, blue and yellow. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to do the following algorithm. All right, so it is U R U prime L prime U R prime U prime L. So once you do this, okay, you will have one of the pieces placed correctly. So this is one piece that is placed correctly. So we keep this on the right side, okay, and we do the algorithm once more. U R U prime L prime U R prime U prime L. So once we do this, we will have all the four corners placed in the right place. And the final step is solving the cube. Okay, so while we're doing this, we're going to keep the yellow on the bottom. Okay, and we're going to do the right hand algorithm that we learned in the beginning. Okay, so we're going to have the unsolved piece on the right hand side, and then we do the algorithm until it is solved. R U R prime U prime R U R prime U prime. Now this is solved. Okay, you're not going to turn the cube to get the other unsolved piece, but you're going to turn the bottom layer until you find the unsolved piece in the same right hand side, and then you're going to do the algorithm once more. R U R prime U prime R U R prime U prime R U R prime U prime R U R prime U prime, and then you can solve the cube. Make sure that you do not turn the cube and turn only the bottom layer while getting the unsolved pieces on the right hand side. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you all learned how to solve the Rubik's Cube. If you have any doubts regarding the beginner's method, please do check out my example solves video on my channel. The link is in the description. And don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. See you in the next video.